How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews back with yet another review. A little bit of mystery beer, a little bit of serial killer level wrapping mystery beer time. Courtesy of Mike from Jersey. Thank you very much, brother. He sent me off 2 mystery beers and a can of another beer, and this is the second one I'm doing. This is wrapped in it's newspaper and about a whole roll of packing tape, so this thing is ridiculous. I'm just going to crack into it. It's probably one of my more favoriter. Anyway, get this kind of tape out of the way here. More favoriter there we go. Packing that I've had in quite some time. So let's give this a pour. Ooh, light beer. Could he be trying to mess me up with like an adjuncty lager or something? Maybe. That's a bit darker though. What does it look like from a distance? It could be a double IPA. It could be a, let's see, it could be a double IPA. It could be a Saison. I mean, it could be a Belgian Golden. It could be a bunch of different things. But, I mean, from a distance and just from looking at it, it just kind of looks like just like a, I don't know, like an old school double IPA from a distance, if anything. You know, just off weight head, pretty tight compact bubbles. Not much as far as carbonation goes. Looks like a thick, dense beer, let's put it that way. So, let's see if I get a nose on her. I'm not really getting much from this beer, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not getting much. I'm getting like almost like a soft, very, very soft malt bill, a very, very soft, almost vanilla vibe from it. But aromatically, there's just really not much there. Not bitter at all. It's not somebody's IPA. Unless my nose is just doing me so dirty. It's got to be a malt-leaning beer. Again, soft sweetness to the malt. Nothing too big. There's a little bit of dabble of soft vanilla in there, but that's pretty much it. Here's the thing, though. I think this is a big beer because there is almost this slight kind of evaporative alcohol kind of thing going on with it. But yeah, really not much there nose-wise. If I was really trying and really pulling for something to be a soft caramel undertone to it. But again, this is me kind of just grasping at straws right now just to kind of get anything off this beer because it's really not representing much in the nose. Let's dive in. Cheers. That's sweet. That's a big beer. It's a sweet, big beer. There's definitely a soft vanilla vibe to it. There's like this Werther Originals thing going on. It's like soft butterscotch, soft caramel, with this kind of cold pressed kind of coffee thing going on. This has got to be one of Carton's coffee beers. That's kind of what I'm getting from it. It's got a big, huge sweetness to it. There has to be a decent amount of lactose or vanilla. I think it's lactose. I don't think it's vanilla. It's giving me that cream and 2 sugars kind of coffee thing going on, with there being in a really plain, really generic Joe-like kind of coffee. It's not super bittering, but there's this caramel sweetness portion of the show on it too that makes me think there's something else to it. I think Carton did like a Irish coffee thing. That might be this beer then. It might be Carton's Irish coffee. Being so, listen, it has hints of coffee. It's got sweetness to it. It's got a big, huge kind of heft to the beer. You know it's a bigger beer. And it has that soft kind of Irish cream thing going on. It's a 12-ounce can. I'm kind of, living in Jersey, knowing Mike's from Jersey, I'm kind of leaning that way. So I'm going to go for one of Carton's variant of their coffee series. I think it'd be, being so close to St. Paddy's Day, like a kind of Irish coffee portion of the show. Absolutely blown away by how small the nose is on this one, though. But yeah, and the taste, rich sweetness, lactose sweetness. You get a nice kind of like Irish creme kind of thing going on with it. And then I get that soft, almost cold pressy kind of coffee that ends up making you think it's kind of milking 2 sugars from your local bodega kind of coffee. It's not a big roasty bean or anything like that, but it's definitely sweet and it definitely has a little bit of oomph to it. So there you go. I'm gonna call it. I would bet a whole heaping amount of money that this is one of Carton's coffee variants, but I've never had the creme de menthe one. I've had regular coffee a couple times. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it's that one of those. So let's see. Ooh, did I actually get a seam on this? I think I can actually get this off. This is wrapped so crazily. The other one, I just had to kind of brute force at it. And this one, I'm doing much the same. So, yeah, I have no idea how I'm going to get this unwrapped. This is insane. This is absolutely bonkers stuff. So this can come down this way. I'm at one layer. This is probably going to be the most... this one and the other one I did live. Oh, I'm making some headway. Oh, shit. I can't believe I might get this whole thing off. The other one, I brute forced it to actually just kind of... it's Carton for sure. I can see it. A little bit of Carton vibes underneath there. Let's see if I'm really, really close on it, though. How close I am. It's got to be one of their coffee brands. Here, I'm spilling shit everywhere. This is almost like troll level wrapping, where it's like, how much can we fuck with that? I'm all game for that shit, by the way. I think it's hilarious. Oh, I can't believe I'm gonna get the whole fucking can out of here. Oh my god. Let's see, what do we have here? And we have coffee. And look at that can. Coffee and Pavlova. It's Imperial Cream Ale with coffee, kiwi, and strawberry. I did not get any of that fruit portion of the show. It came off as like a creme de menthe kind of Irish coffee kind of thing for me. Fruit. I didn't really get that kind of minty creme de menthe. It was more of the Irish coffee kind of thing going on. But I can dig with it. 12%. I mean, it is a coffee in Pavlova. It's a continuation of regular coffee series, finished with strawberries and kiwi. Yeah, milk sugar, done and done. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with saying that. Like, I just couldn't peg what those other differences were on the beer. But it's interesting because when I did the live stream of my other mystery beer from him, he's like, okay, you're pretty good because I nailed that one. I actually called that one straight up. And he's like, the other one's a bit more interesting. So I was like, what the fuck is going to be in here? But pouring it, I was like, okay, maybe he's trying to throw me like an adjunct lager kind of ish beer. But then when I tasted it, it's one of those things where this is a unique beer, but being in Jersey, having so much Carton, even though I haven't had this beer, having the coffee series, it was just kind of, easier for me to get, let's put it that way. But yeah, I didn't even talk about whether I liked it or not. I dig it. I dig it for what it is. It is. Listen, this is a 12-ounce can. I want to splint this one to 2 people. It's that sweet. It's big, huge. It's sweet. It's rich. That might end up being a little bit too heavy for some people. And for me, it's something I'd like to split with somebody. But I've always dug the Carton Coffee series since inception. So I've been a fan. Value and availability. They're more readily available than they ever were. That's kind of the MO for a lot of beers nowadays, and that you can actually get beer nowadays before you had to kind of trudge to the brewery. I don't know if this variant is super easy to get, but I know you can let's put it this way. The other day I just saw the regular coffee just sitting in a cooler, so you can find these beers and leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like really big kind of beers, sweeter beers, barley wines, things like that, but you want something off the beaten craft, this is gonna kind of do you, because it gives you a lot of unique kind of flavors and bits and pieces. But it's probably one of the more unique beers because you're not gonna have much like this from anybody else. But if you dig coffee, you like your coffee with cream and sugar, and you like beer and you like big beers, I'm gonna do you right. So there you go. Thank you very much, Mike. It was super fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. If you want to jump into the mystery beer game, shoot me an email at massivebeers@gmail.com. Always looking for contributions. It's the only time I'll ever ask for a beer because I can't do them but for you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice mystery beer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.